when I went there, when I went to the parking spot, there was 6 cars with me. When I came back, 0. No, there were 6 cones. So everyone knows which one that was. That one was. I know what. Oh my god, I'm losing my brain. I'm actually losing my brain. There should be a million outtakes. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Focus, ready?
Okay, let me go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Team Shit Luck episode. Who knows what episode this is? I'm your host, Josh, with my co-host.
Youssef, hello.
And today's episode, I think we want to dive in a bit more about our name. We want to dive into Team Shit Luck. We want to give you guys a little bit of a discussion. Well, not really a discussion. We're just going to point out all the bullshit that happens with us and why we even came around to this name. Why is our YouTube channel named Team Shit Luck? My lord.
Almost.
17 take coming in.
Almost. It's just the whole entity of being Team Shit Luck, you know. And like like we've mentioned before, I think the reason behind this is to explain to people that this isn't a joke, or I'm not G'ing it up. Or
yeah, people have asked us that.
Yeah, people have. People are like, are you sure?
Oh, why you name it Team Shit Luck?
You
well,
guys
that's
just
weird.
G'ing it up. I mean, people have bad experiences and bad luck. No, don't ever insult me like that again, because my luck, as well as yours, is dog shit.
Yeah.
And we have many examples that we'll probably run through this episode, but more so, we're just trying to explain where it all came from.
Well, I'll say this: me and you, we gave that name to, well, us.
Yes,
we gave us that name.
We blessed ourselves with this name.
We blessed ourselves with that name maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was last year. Well, last year, especially well before
officially, it was officially.
We called ourselves Team Shit Luck, because over the years we've been noticing that a lot of shit happens to us on a fucking daily basis.
Day in, day out.
On a daily basis.
And it has no mercy.
Nah.
None.
Yeah.
None.
Nah, there's no mercy.
And you just can't fathom how often it happens, and you can't prepare yourself for it. It's like a wild card. Yeah. And every day I wake up in fear. In fear of the wild card. Because I know, okay, I've just woken up. What's in store for me today?
Yeah.
How am I going to survive today?
Let me clarify what the hell we're really talking about. Realistically, me and you, when we do anything, when we get together, hey man, what are you doing? Do you want to hang out?
Yeah.
All right. Clouds come together.
Witchcraft happens in the air.
Yeah, and it's right. And something along the lines screws up our entire day, and more so screws up our plan.
Yeah.
And this is why we stop making plans, because
what's the point?
Something happens to this plan that is unforeseeable.
That's right. Out of your control.
Out of your control.
And it monumentally ruins this plan.
And it balls it up terribly.
To the point where you can't even save it. Like, it's better to just quit ahead and go home.
Yeah.
And it sucks, because it happens every single time. Every single time.
We used to think it was a joke, and we used to make fun of it. We're like, hey man, do you notice we're getting some shit luck?
And then it really hit me. I remember one day I looked at you, I'm like... And like,
yeah.
Part of me is like, dead.
Yeah.
It's like...
I actually remember the day where I truly... for a certain period of time, we actually were like, oh my god, it's not a joke. Ha 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 ha.
Then it really hit me.
There was a point, I remember the day when I said, this is not a joke. There's no ha ha. It was that day you came with me to get my car fixed.
Oh.
Yeah? You remember that?
That was the official approval.
Yeah.
Stamp.
40 minutes. This is the plan. This is the real quick plan. 40-minute drive. 45-minute drive to the Blue Mountains. 30 minutes at max to fix the car.
And 45
Bit of a software play. This was a little bit of a fix-up. It was a little tune-up.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the way home, we made a plan. We'll get back. We'll have some dinner.
Ice cream.
We'll go to the gym. Blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong.
Jesus Christ. The car went wrong. The guy who was doing it for me had no idea what was happening. He's like, this never happens.
I wonder why.
He had to, bro, do you remember what he had to do?
Bro.
He by maybe I remember into like 3 hours into us sitting there realizing what the hell was going on. He was on the phone to New Zealand trying to get help.
Yeah.
I remember hearing him. I remember hearing him say, "I've never seen this issue before."
The specialist himself didn't know. Dude, it got to a point where didn't he suffer a stroke, like 1 or 2 days after?
Oh jeez. Yeah.
I'm sorry. We brought it to him. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy. Yeah, we induced some heavy stress.
It stays.
Oh boy. Yeah, we did. Yeah, it didn't go good.
Poor
it didn't
boy.
go good.
Wow, and
but
it's no one's fault.
It took us half an hour. We thought it was gonna take us half an hour. It took us 4.5 hours, and we still left with the car broken.
It actually worse.
It's actually it was way worse. No, 4.5, bro. I think we were there.
We got there at like
no, we got there
AM.
at 12.
No.
We left. No, we got there at 12. We got there at 12. We left at 6
PM.
and we left and came back 3 times. Each time on the drive back home, it fucked up and then we had to go back. That day, I said,
This is real.
there is no joke anymore. Now I'm scared. I hate it.
Yeah.
That's it. I hate it. I hate living this life. This ain't a joke. So now I just said, and I also remember saying to you, I go, bro, this is our brand. We're team shit luck. We're going to wear it with pride because if we have to live this life for the rest of our lives, until we pass it on to our poor kids, sorry. So be it.
Can't beat him joining my friend. And you know what? Whatever. If I have to, I will. Because I've tried to beat it. I really have. Yeah. I've tried planning ahead. I've, taken into account everything that could go wrong. And then I've gone ahead of the plan. And then there's something, the wild card, it'll appear. Yeah. Right? The yellow light in my brain. It's like a traction control light, right? It'll go team shit like. And then the wild card appears. And then I'm like, what is in store for me today?
Yeah.
For example, do you remember when we went to Wollongong and my car just died randomly? Do you remember what time we got home? 3 a.m. in the morning?
Man, that was a fun time, man. Like, that was an eventful night. We got there. Bro, do you remember how excited we were? We went along by accident.
Yes.
We were supposed to leave at 6.
Yes.
Was it 6 or 8?
6. I think it was 6.
I think it was 6.
Everyone had to go back. That's right.
It was 6 o'clock. We were supposed to leave, and we actually planned an entire another event to go and do afterwards. Like, we'll go to the movies, or we'll do some shit. The entire day was ours. We had work on. It was Sunday too.
Yeah, so we had work the following day.
But the work following day. Let's make the best of it. And then your car just wouldn't start.
And it wouldn't start. And then we ended up leaving Wollongong, going back to our area, getting your parents' car, going all the way to Mount Druitt, getting another pump,
pick up the part,
going all the way back to Wollongong, and then fitting it in front of a beach with all these drunk people around us because I had to park at a pub right in front of it.
Yeah, so we couldn't even work in peace.
You guys are right. And I'm like, because I am livid. And then we got home at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we ended up getting out home at 3:30 in the morning. Mind you, I don't even know how I managed to get home. I was so sleepy, I was closing my eyes. Driving while sleepy, I feel is more scary than driving drunk.
I think that's the worst thing in the world. It is.
The micro naps are
they're the worst.
Freaky.
They're the worst because you blink and you open your
blink
eyes.
and then you're in another lane. You're Nah, but that was a bad day. And the thing is, that's only happened to us once.
Many times. And
every time we've gone to Wollongong.
Yeah, but Wollongong.
One of the cars, there's an EMP burst.
I believe there's some witchcraft.
Yeah.
Like they've
something in the air,
or they've placed a curse. And when these specific cars get to this area, something has to go wrong. Yeah. Be it electronic, usually it is fuel related,
but usually
water related.
When we go, something wrong happens to us.
Nobody else.
We always hear the good stories about everybody else.
Yeah,
I mean, I knew you had some shit like at on the week.
So the most recent story, the most recent event was actually last night. Me and a group of friends decided to go out to the city to have dinner. Right, I'm like, you know what, guys, I'll drive. Nice day,
it's
AC,
a bad choice, by the way.
drive. And I should have known. I just should have known from the start. But I always told myself, maybe today's the day. It never happens. Or maybe that's bullshit. Maybe today's the day. It's better than others. I've got other people on board. Maybe my shit luck will be like will be struck by their good luck, and it's just even.
Ah,
Yeah, I believed it.
fool.
I believed, and I was a foolish man. I was foolish, truly foolish, because it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't their fault. It was the GPS's fault. Something that I can't control, but I relied on heavily. Because you know Sydney.
Which one did you use?
I used 3. Apple, which is dog shit. Samsung, dog shit. TomTom,
TomTom.
dog shit. Okay?
God
TomTom's
bless.
been in the game since day 1. TomTom runs Apple Maps. And even then it was freaking out. Dog shit. Long story short, I put my hand up to drive and I drove down. Yeah, we're having a good time playing music, whatever. I put the destination in the maps. They take me there. On the way there, I had 2 choices. Go through the city the long way, take an Eastern Distributor, cut through the city, mosey your way to the nearest car park. I'm like, you know what? Eastern Distributor it is. Go down through, right? I then find out that the GPS in the tunnel is like... and it told me to turn left, but the tunnel is going right. And I can't go through the wall. So I am like, maybe, I get out, it gets reception, take me through. Get out. And then what do I see? What do I see, Josh? A loop-de-loop and then the harbour bridge.
Ah, you hit the Sydney loop-de-loop.
And I was like, okay.
Ah.
One wrong move, fine. I'm like, taking the view, guys, blah, blah, blah. I drove up.
That's such horseshit.
I'm like, taking the view. I'm like, guys, you know what? It's great.
That's such horseshit.
Let's just enjoy the shit luck while I still can, right?
It's a thing you tell yourself to excuse the shit that you're suffering.
Yes.
Take in the view of this rusty harbour bridge.
And the view is dog shit anyways, because it's all cars. And when you're on the bridge, there's railings in the way. So you actually can't see past it. You just see...
But if you're born in Australia, the harbour bridge is like...
It's just
someone's tree in the backyard.
Yeah,
it's just a structure.
It's just a structure that everyone...
I literally can point out the rust spots on it now.
Yeah, I've been on it too many times.
I've done
by
the
accident.
loop-de-loop. For anyone that doesn't know what the loop-de-loop is, it's you attempting to get somewhere in the city...
And you just end up on the...
And you just end up on that harbour bridge and having to turn around, go in circles.
Back and forth. And that's exactly what happened to me. I went
Happy laps.
I drove on the harbour bridge three separate times.
Yep.
And I drove to Manly once.
Yep, you did the loop-de-loop.
3 separate times. And each time I did the loop-de-loop, beep! And I knew, that's another $7 down the drain. Beep! Again, $7 down the drain. And I did not get any... I got to a point where I had to call the guy and be like, hey, buddy... Bit of traffic. Can we just push the reservation back half an hour or 15 minutes? He's like, yeah, all good, mate. I'm like, beautiful. I now bought myself some time to make it back. But no. I make the loop-de-loop again and again and again. And by the 4th time, I'm like,
How many laps do you reckon you did?
I promise you, probably 4. I've been on the harbour bridge. I've memorised all the rust spots now. I memorised everything.
So I'm guessing, right now you've probably paid for someone's Christmas holidays.
Definitely.
Being
Definitely.
this wonderful time of the year.
And I know this because the map told me, take Governor's Parade as your exit. I didn't. I took Pitt Street, which was Governor's Parade exit. And I looked at it, I'm like, this is dog shit. I'm better off on my own.
Yeah.
I'm better off on my own. Go through the city, whatever. We're looking for parking. All right. Beautiful. I'm gonna park the ship. We're gonna...
In the city?
In the city.
No chance.
And I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known, because there's one street.
Right.
It's a one-way.
Come on.
I get there, right? Stupid traffic light for one way.
Yeah.
The other side is a tram, so there's no, I don't see the point of it. But anyways, I waited 10 minutes. Goes green. I go through. I go around another loop-de-loop in the city. All right?
You did another loop-de-loop.
Loop-de-loop, right? And it's all one way. That's what I hate the city for. So you got to go around half of Sydney to get to one point that you could have just turned right onto. I get to it. What do I see? I see the car park. I see the restaurant. And I see construction. And then at this point, I'm like...
And we've ranted about
construction
construction in the city, in Sydney specifically.
And I'm like, I've been driving for about an hour now. So my 30-minute trip turned into an hour. I've done 4 laps around the Harbour Bridge. I've taken everyone on a tourist run.
I'm running out of fuel.
Patience. And my God, am I so hungry, it's not even funny.
And my leg hurts.
Okay? Yeah, because it's a stupid manual, right? So I'm saying everyone's comfortable playing music, they're all laughing, and I'm like, you people are laughing. But I am very angry.
And if one of you assholes could drive manual, well then I'd be laughing too.
One of them said so, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm like, it's okay. Just bear with me here. Because I'm about to drive this car through a building, alright? Yeah. So I'm like, shit. I can't go right because it's one way. So I have to do and if I turn left, it's the same loop-de-loop. Yeah. So what do I do? So I told her, I'm like, excuse me, where do I go? Because I want to go this way. And she goes, like, I don't know, try GPS. And I'm just like, the GPS is the reason why.
I don't know, I just flipped the pole.
Slow, stop. I looked at her, I'm like, lady, the whole point, the entire reason why I'm stuck in this bullshit to begin with is because TomTom, Apple, and Samsung let me down in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, if I had my dad's old map book, I wouldn't be asking you, would I?
No, because I can trust myself. Yeah. Page 344. Where's it go? Page 276. I flip back. There's construct. I could figure it out, right? Block E4.
I wouldn't be asking the stop sign lady.
Right? And I looked at her, I'm like, listen, I have a reservation. Let me through. Let me park the car because I'm really livid. And she did. She's like, all right, go. I'm like, thank you, God.
Yeah, because you had the crazy eyes.
Thank you, God. No, at this point, I probably would have gone on a rampage. Park the car, go inside. The rest of the night was excellent. It's only until we came back. You know what I mean? Well, I'm going to stump the story of this. I parked in Wilson's parking. Most Wilson parking garages close at midnight. So I told myself, beautiful. My one closes at midnight. Only not. Only I get there and it closed at 11. Do you know what time I got to the garage? 11:10.
Of course.
So I get there, I see the silver garage, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
I had that same look in my eye when my car got towed because I was 20 minutes late to a sign that was hidden by the bush that clearly said clearway. Same look.
There's no fucking way. There's no way.
It's not happening.
But the problem is, I had 3 other people on board, right? So I'm responsible for taking the 3 people home, and 2 of them had work. So I'm like, shit. I pressed the intercom button. It rings. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, but the garage is closed.
Take the sausage roll out of your mouth and tell me what to do.
Yeah. What? I'm like, bye. Thank you for nothing, you muppet.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And I sit there and I'm like, oh my God, I need to figure out how to get out of here before the real construction begins. Because at midnight, they shut down the whole city, they bring in cranes and they just fuck everything
what
up.
happens at that time, right?
It's...
No. You head for Kmart, hopefully they sell bolt cutters, and you get to work.
Bolt cutters? I'm going to call my friend and be like, hey, do you have a bull bar on your ute? Drive through. We'll sort it out later.
Bring the thick chains.
Bring the
chains, the straps,
Betty,
anything you got.
Do you care about your front bumper? Make yourself at home. Accelerate. Forwards, please.
Do you know what it looks like when you get to the thing and then the sign's broken up and it says Ilson's? Oh my God.
Anyways, I saw at the bottom it goes, casual parkers, which is I guess what I was, into the last 6 digits of your ticket and open the door. I'm like, excellent. Last 6 digits, meaning more. There's more than
the last 6 digits of your 12-digit code.
On your ticket. And I look at my ticket and there's exactly 6. And I'm like, there is no fucking way. There is no way.
The old system is posted up, but the new system's now in action. Who's running this shit show?
If I call the guy, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
So do I call 000? What do I do? So then I'm like, I'm like, oh, lovely. So I'm like, so the numbers on my ticket don't get me in.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have any more numbers. What do I do? So I just started guessing. And lo and behold, on the third guess, it opened up.
You actually guessed it.
I guessed it. Or here's... I'm like, everyone get in quickly. We get in.
Go.
We get in the car, get in, put the ticket in the machine. It spits it out. I'm like, come on, let me out. The turn gate. At this point, I was going to go through it. I didn't care. Sue me. I was like, hey, just lift the thing. I'm going through. So I put it back in. Spits it out. I'm like, fuck. Press the intercom. Put the arrow facing you. I'm like, all right. I do that. Spits it out. I'm like, listen, buddy, it's not working. And he's like, just go through. Open passage. I'm like, excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Fuck you all. Then I hit proper construction. But I don't really have to go through that one because we all know I got stuck for 30, 40 minutes. With a stupid lady doing this one or a stupid bloke doing this one. Half of them are sitting down on their phones. One guy's smoking a cigarette and one guy's just staring at a window.
And all they've done the entire night is lay cones.
Lay cones and ruined.
And they don't do work. They don't even do the work. They don't even do the work.
They just
put the cones and go,
job done.
I'll be in the ute if you need me.
Yeah, job done, ready? And I am sitting there getting furious. Furious. I honestly tell myself, if I drive through the cones, I know why. Like, fuck it. I don't care. I can justify my reasoning. But that was my experience. And you know what? I bet you 100 grand no one else experienced that because no one else was with me in terms of traffic. I was the only soul in the city. At each point, they had an issue. The only soul. I can tell you, that day I was the only one that did 4 laps on the Harbour Bridge. I was the only one that got locked in, and I was the only one that was stuck in construction.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've had a similar incident recently.
Man, I'll tell you this, man. You're lucky I didn't come with you.
No.
Because I reckon something would have fallen from the construction site, split the car in half, bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom, bada boom. We would have survived.
We're done.
But we would have been stuck in the city we'll probably still be there now.
Yeah.
But
No, I can't deal with it, man. Even one time when I got my car towed, like I was just saying earlier, that was AIDS. This is my shit luck.
Yeah.
How I found it to be shit luck. I parked in Darling Harbour. Is it Darling Harbour? Yeah, what else?
The city.
It's dog shit, right? Park in this spot. And I'm not stupid or I'm not ignorant. I just fucking look around and walk off, right? So I looked at it and I'm like, oh, parking. Like, it's got parking. There's no ticket. Whatever.
You should have understood it to be true.
I
would have been skeptical.
But I paid for a ticket.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, man. I paid for a ticket. And it said there, it's okay. So, you know, when you go to the machine, if there's no signs or some shit, I go to the ticket and I go for the maximum.
Yeah.
Once I hit the maximum, I've learned now, but my assumption is after the maximum, free. Since there's no signs, you can only pay the maximum. So I paid the max. I paid like $18 and I bounced. We had a great time. I was with the missus, walking around, having a lovely time. And then I came back. When I went there, when I got to the parking spot, there was 6 cars with me. When I came back, 0. No, there were 6 cones. I swear, there was a cone in each one, right? And I pulled up. I hope my microphone didn't die. I've pulled up and I've looked down and I said, "Why is it cones?" I looked to go and I'm like, I think we've walked to the wrong place. And then I look to my left.
Little did Joshua know.
I spot this restaurant. I'm like, oh, and I realize this is where I've parked, and I've gone, what the? And the first thing I thought, my car's been stolen.
Yeah,
there's a sports car,
so
it's been pinched.
Fair assumption. Right? Fair assumption.
But if there are 6 cones in all the parking spots that are there, then my car's been taken. And I'm going around. I asked somebody. And I'm like, wait. No, I didn't ask somebody. Sorry. I wanted to ask somebody, right? I went saw some guy. Then I'm like, I wanted to ask him what the hell's going on. I can't see signs. As I'm walking across the road, the wind blows. And this massive tree moves out of the way. And as it's blown, and the trees have blown all the way up, the clearway sign has presented itself. I looked at it, I'm like, there is no way. There is no way that has just happened. What have I done? I'm a good man. Like,
help me.
The tree had grown so big. There was one clearway sign. The clearway sign should have been where the cars are parked. But some idiot has put that sign on the other side of the road, where you don't look. Yeah. And it's not somewhere where you walk. It's across a wall. So it's basically a pole, wall, straight there. The tree growing next to it has grown so big, it totally blocked it. Knowing I had a clearway sign, I wouldn't have even parked in there in the first place, just in case something goes wrong. I call them up just to find out they've taken the car and they've dumped it in the back ass of nowhere.
So how'd you get to it?
I hitched. I hitched. I looked at it and I had to call the guy, and the guy goes, by the way, you know you're going to have to pay the fine and you're going to have to pay for the tow truck too. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, I should get an Uber. And I'm like, wait, I'm about $250 down already.
Yeah.
I might hitch it.
I might walk it.
So I walked and my car's parked crooked because it just...
Yeah, good enough, Jimmy.
And what sucks is the handbrake's obviously up. So they've most likely dragged on the handbrakes. I'm thinking, my car's broken too.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was just a shit night. It went from a nice night to a shit night.
And you know what? I bet you're the only one that had their car towed.
Yeah, I think...
You were definitely the only one that had the car
towed. No. I asked. And anyone else had the car towed? They goes, nah, mate, seems you're the only one. I'm like, How?
I'm not surprised.
Now, if the sign was right next to me and I was ignorant, I'd say, man, I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, but the fact that it was
Dude,
covered.
I couldn't believe when I was walking across and that tree blew, and I saw a big sea clear away. And I looked at it, and I'm like, I remember I was with the missus, right? And I just went, I got my phone, I'm like, clear way. And she goes, what does that mean? I'm like,
did you do the psycho laughter?
No, I did.
I would have.
No, I did. I was laughing my ass off.
And everyone's like, who's that guy? Like,
who's this guy? I was going to start going with cone.
Should we put it on? Man, yeah. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Or like, last week when I went for an 11 p.m. drive, dead streets, middle of the week, I was gonna meet you.
I do remember this.
I was supposed to go to Brighton.
Yes. At 9 o'clock you left.
Was it 9? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. It was
At
9
p.m.
I left at 9.
I remember standing around like an idiot, and I'm
That's
like,
right.
bro, where is this guy?
I left at 9, and you know what? I always leave late. To be honest, you always leave late. I always leave late. For the one time in my life, I said, bro, I don't want to be late for Youssef.
Yeah, it's
Let me just go there on time. I might even surprise him. I thought you might be like, we might actually get some time together.
Yeah.
We might actually get back home on time. And I can actually sleep because I'm an old man these days. Get in the car. I shoot down. Takes me 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I pass all the exits. I think the exit to, is it Beverly Hills?
like Bexley Road.
Bexley,
Yeah.
right? That's the last exit before the tunnels.
Yeah.
No signage. As I pass it, and now we're in no man's land. Like, we're like, we're in no saving world, right?
You can't do it.
No, I can't do shit.
Game over.
All right?
Game over, Rover.
Come this way.
Yeah.
This next sign says M5 tunnels closed. That's it. M5 tunnels closed. I go, surely, no. What's going on here? No. It's someone's left the sign on.
Yeah, they've packed up and gone
packed
home.
up, went home. Bro, there were cones everywhere, and it led me to the M8. I had to take the M8 all the way to the end. Mind you, my tag is beeping its nut off.
Beep, beep, beep. And you're like, $8. Another $8.
You know, we shut up. Right? And I had to take the entire M8 because for some reason the M8 is so long, and I'm thinking it's a tunnel. Surely there's a few exits.
No.
It'll tell you. It's like a train station. It tells you exactly where you're going in big letters.
But
you can't get off there.
So
you
it's
can't
like
get off there.
Kingsgrove.
That's right.
Walleye Creek.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, nice.
I remembered. I was like, so I haven't taken the M8 too much, but I remember that. So I'm like, man, fuck, I'm gonna take the M8. Whatever. It's probably quicker.
Yeah.
They've
Whatever.
probably given me an exit strategy. It's quicker. I'll jump off because I remember the stupid fucking signs are on the side. It's like a train station, right? Bing! I'll pop off and I'll find my way.
Yeah.
This might actually be a faster
But
way.
no.
It took me to the airport. No. Not the airport. It took me to the city. I remember because I pulled out of the M8 and like the next street I turned into where I'm trying to figure out, I remember seeing the Gardens of Alexandria.
What?
So I must have been in Alexandria.
Yeah, Kingsford. Like, it took you to Kingsford exit.
It took me there.
You are
They
fucked.
scammed me.
You
I paid so much money. Do you remember how long it took me to get
Yeah,
to?
I remember, because at this point I'm like, he's not coming.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I just got ghosted.
Yeah.
Because I was about to pack up and leave.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
called you to tell you I'm just going home. I had my drive. I'm tired. I'm going home. 1 hour and 40 minutes later. So it took me 1 hour and 20 minutes on top of what it was supposed to take me. And you know what kills me the most is the fact that the M8 is an 80 zone.
you know what blows my mind? People are fascinated by the lights that they've installed. Like, I know someone that literally went through it just to see the lights, right? That in itself blew my mind, right? Because how simple do you have to be to find this very entertaining?
Yeah, I mean,
right?
if you want to do that, just go to some display homes.
Better yet, just wait for Vivid. The whole city's full of it for free, right? But they went through it. You know what else blows my mind? It cuts right past everything, straight to Alexandria and Kingsford.
Yeah.
Which is like the other side of Sydney. It's the arsehole Sydney,
Yeah.
right? And you go through it. There is no exit, just like the tunnel.
There's
M5
no
tunnel,
exit.
You've got your Princess Highway, you've got Brighton, or the airport.
yeah.
And then you keep going onto the city. No, this one is a one-way ticket. Thank you for coming. Beep! Have fun. Enjoy a light show. Will you keep it down?
Stupid helicopter.
Stupid boy.
There's an exit that's since the dawn of its existence. It's been coned.
I think
you can't even take it.
It's going to be coned.
But back to my point, it's an 80 zone. We're going way too slow in a tunnel that barely has any traffic going through it. Why are we not doing 100? Do you know how slow, bro? I had to do 80. Now at this point, I'm not condoning. Also, like, I'm not condoning breaking the law. Okay, but you know what I mean. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right?
Especially
sometimes you want to just go a little bit faster than 80, but you can't because you don't know what these cameras are.
Yeah.
There are cameras everywhere spiked along. But there's one time I was so out of it. I let the car speed up to 90 by accident or roll down the road, and it was for a split second. I slammed the brakes because in that split second there could have been a camera.
Yeah.
It took me so long to get from one side of the M8 to the end.
Yeah, and it costed you time.
And it got me nowhere.
And my time.
That's right. Mind you, on the way back, so I could see what they were doing to actually make it block off. What do you think they did?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right.
They've put out cones.
That's right.
Alright guys, I'll be in the ute. Wake me up when it's all done.
All they did was set up cones from the last tunnel you reach all the way back to our area. Just cones for days.
Nothing's happening. Nothing will happen.
There's no machinery.
You waste my time.
Yeah.
And it's at my cost.
There was no machinery.
Literally.
There was no sign of... Jeez, let me turn this light on.
Ooh, I'm blinded.
There was no sign of any work being done. There was no machinery. They were just like, you know what, boys? Today's a good day to get paid. Let's get our 48 an hour. Bring the cones.
They set it out, put the stupid flashing lights and the arrows that point everywhere.
Yeah.
And then who suffers? You and I.
And then we bring the chairs to complain about this shit. Frustrating.
It is, but it just burns me because people think that this is a joke.
That's right.
It's insulting.
That's right.
It is.
It is because just in today, okay, let's be real, right? It's 6 o'clock. When do we start filming today?
Like 3 p.m.
How many episodes are we doing?
1. Do you know why we're only doing 1? The first round, that stopped working 20 minutes in.
For no reason
reason
whatsoever.
We then did a second cut. That stopped working for no fucking reason. I'm not going to do a third one because that'd be just dog shit.
Yeah.
And then we went out, came back.
No, everything just started ballsing up. This microphone died. That microphone died. Everything just started to go really wrong. And the thing is, me and you are used to it happening. We just have that evil laugh coming along. So,
it's sad. It's painful because even though we tried to showcase it to people, they still don't see it.
Yeah.
Only you and I.
No, they won't see it. They won't see it. But I think it's good to say that we believe in our name. We believe in our channel.
Wholeheartedly.
Because of all the shit that happens to us, we now have this podcast to let it all out. Scream and shout.
And let it all out.
Right? Because I go nuts. And I was telling you, man. I remember we were walking from Westfields and something happened. I can't remember what it was because it happens too many times. But something happened. Something bad balls our entire plan. And I was telling you on the way to the physio that time that I said, if me and you didn't genuinely laugh from the bottom of our hearts, from the bottom of our stomachs, right?
Like, that was... Yeah.
We would actually go crazy.
I'd go insane. I'll be in the mental asylum.
Yeah.
I'll be in the madhouse.
That's right.
Why are you here, mate? You won't believe it. Ever heard of the TomTom GPS and the Harbour Bridge? Boy, oh boy.
TomTom? Yeah, that's all you can say.
It's a trigger word.
TomTom. Dun dun dun.
Oh, you've triggered him. When he back up on R4, he's gone crazy again. Yeah. But you know what? The people that were with me, they didn't believe how serious this shit like really is until they lived it. They apologized. And that to me was
I've had that every time. When they come on, they're sorry.
Because they're like, at the end, they're like, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know why this is happening.
I don't know why this is happening. I looked at them like, I'll tell them like it's me.
Yeah.
You know, if you three went out without me, this would have been. You guys would have been home by 10 p.m. In bed.
God, imagine if I came.
Oh no! You know what? And it pains me to say this. I'm happy you didn't.
Yeah, I know. No. We don't get offended at that. There are some
you know
days
what?
when we have good nights.
Just don't come. Just don't come because you'll fuck it all up. You will. You will. I was waiting for the car to blow up or not turn on.
The car just dies.
Yeah.
No idea why.
Yeah. At that point, I would have lit the car on fire and opened the door, closed it, locked it, and sat inside. But when they apologize, I'm like, see, I'm not crazy. This is real.
What do you think? I don't know how to solve it as well.
You can't. You just accept and live with it.
That's why we just hope that this channel reel takes off. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I just hope this channel takes off because I want Team Shit Luck to be a celebrated thing, so we don't just look at it as a bad smell hanging around us.
It's I want you. It's a bad smell, but it's liberating. It's like cow manure. Yeah. We all hate it, but we buy it to help nourish our flowers.
But you know what'd be really cool, right? You know how people make merch and stuff and all these things, right? I would actually like to hear, like in the future, right? People that follow us, people that are actually fans of the show. I actually want to hear their bad luck stories. Like, shit, like not your average, oh, this went wrong. No. But I want to hear how shit can really go wrong. And then I want to be able to create shirts so we can all be one entire family.
Yes. We are all united in shit luck. Not in love or hope or unity. We're united.
That's right.
Poor luck.
How great would that be, man?
That would be a wild idea.
How great would that be? Imagine walking down the street and you see someone wearing the Team Shit Luck shirt, right? I'd run up and I'd give you a hug.
I'll give you a hug.
I'm like, what are you doing? Sorry, mate.
No.
It's okay. I feel you, bro.
No. I feel you.
All right, I feel you, sis.
I feel you. Good luck. You let me know how you go.
Yeah, we should do that. That's on the cards. We have to do that.
It will be.
It's not going to be like a merch thing. I actually want to create. I want to create the biggest shit luck family
ever. If we can go worldwide.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
That'll be livid.
That'll be good.
Well, until next time.
Thank you for chiming in.